Hey, I'm Brian, that's Colin, and this is the Drunken WNBA.
Really need a new name.
It's a awful name. I'll do better.
Okay. Big news, only news really going on right now. Dwight Howard, where's he going to land?
Well, there's a lot of rumors out there. The Nets are pretty much on the forefront because that's the only team he's been saying that he would like to go to. But I think we should first look at how Dwight has just ruined his public persona. Going from one of the most likable players in the league to, being where LeBron was last year. What are your thoughts?
He's completely in that same LeBron kind of limbo with the fans. It's just been horrible. Complete Dwight-astrophe on this one. It's been a Dwight-mare.
Yeah, it's been horrifying, and he's being a kid about this. He knows the Nets have nothing to give. They have the poo-poo platter based around, who is it?
It's based around Brooke Lopez, the oft-injured, poor rebounding center of the New Jersey Nets. What do you think about him? Would you want him?
He is the worst twin Lopez. No relation. His brother's better. He's coming off the bench in Phoenix. But New Jersey, the only way they could get it is just bringing more and more teams. And
they
people
tried to bring in 3. They've tried to bring in 4. It seems to get ridiculous.
The Miami Dolphins are involved. The Seattle Supersonics are coming back as an expansion team just to be involved in this trade.
And Sean Kemp's ghost is going to be there. It's great.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see Sean Kemp come back before he has 11 kids.
What do you think about if Dwight does go to the Nets? They got Joe Johnson. They got Darren Williams. That's another big 3. They got a chance at the title, right?
They're not even the best team in the East. I'm still going with Miami on that, even though... Bleh. And then, they still have... Boston's still going to be good. And the Knicks, even though everyone in New York keeps saying, this is their year, it hasn't been their year, will never be their year. The Knicks are...
Yeah, let's just cut them off now.
Yeah, exactly.
Not real. Couple other teams interested in Dwight Howard's services. Atlanta Hawks, Houston Rockets.
Atlanta, no way. They're basing this on Josh Smith's friendship with Dwight Howard, and it's not a good business decision. The Hawks are in the midst of blowing up their team, and they're going to base it all around Dwight, I guess, which isn't what he wants. And, what's in Atlanta aside from Tyler Perry Studios? He could be Medea, though.
I'm pretty sure he could get a great contract to be in the next 10 Medea movies.
Also, furthermore, Houston, I think, would be a good trade partner. They have all the young picks. They have the cheap contracts. They have everything that the GM, Brian Windhorst?
No.
GM
Moore? Daryl Morey?
It rhymes.
Yeah. No, I think Houston's done a great job of acquiring assets. They had 3 first-round picks this year. They got expiring contracts, high draft picks coming up.
Toronto's pick.
Yeah, they can put together a very enticing offer. And what we've been hearing, it's a 3-team trade with the Lakers, where we got Andrew Bynum actually going to Houston, Dwight coming to LA, and then the picks, cap space, all that going to the Magic. What do you think about that trade?
That's the best thing for all parties involved. The Houston doesn't even care that they can't get a commitment. They just want a top 20 player on their team so they have something to market. I mean, 4th biggest market in the country. They need something to give their fans.
Yeah, got it.
Dwight goes to LA, and then the Lakers become immediate contenders again, like they are every year. And the Magic get, like we said, all their picks.
They get what they want. They want the cap relief so that maybe next year, if Dwight Howard doesn't sign an extension, Chris Paul, maybe you could lure them both back. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Crazier things have happened.
Plus, Bynum is the only player, in my opinion, that gets you the closest value for losing. That could be traded straight up or closest to straight up for Dwight Howard, even though they aren't being traded for each other technically.
Transitive property.
Transitive property.
Makes sense. All right, so one of the teams we mentioned, the Lakers, actually already made a pretty big trade, getting Steve Nash, 3 years, $27 million. What do you think? He's 38.
I have never been happier for a Canadian to make my 4th of July so happy. I worded that wrong. I apologize. I'm better than this. But, he's 38. He wants to win a title. He's been the opposite Dwight Howard. He's been playing the game the right way. He's been loyal to a certain franchise.
Yeah,
he deserves to win, and you can't blame him for wanting to win and be close to his family. People may hate it if you're not a Lakers fan, but you can't blame him. His kids still live in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Also, just, throwing up great numbers still. I think it would work well. What do you think?
Oh, he's a great shooter. I think he handled everything with Phoenix really well. Too bad the fans won't see it that way, but I mean, as a true Canadian, he never asked for his way out, was very polite with everything, and just did a great job. He's going to be an ambassador for Los Angeles sports, I think.
He's going to bridge the gap between Canada and Los Angeles.
I think.
Finally.
Finally, we can be the neighbors that we want to be.
And that's all that matters.
Yes.
Who are the favorites in the West next year?
Favorites in the West next year, you got to go Lakers, Oklahoma City. I think that's really it.
I'm going with that too. 1A and 1B. I think the Spurs time is done.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's about it for this week. Thanks for checking back in, and we'll see you again soon with a better name.
Booyah.